Hello everyone, this is Pakshta Fashion Workshop. I remind you that we post new videos every day. Today we continue working with the semi-coat. Last time I cut these details and drew the seams for top stitching. Today I'm going to show you how to stitch them and how to attach the lining to the facing. I'll also show you how to cut the extra pieces of the interlining from the seams. I need to do it for the seams not to be thick. I prepared the details for stitching, drew the seams and pinned them. Due to this fact, I can stitch the details without any problems. The front is almost ready. This is how the front looks like now. I haven't ironed it yet. I'm stitching the first detail at the back. I'll stitch the second one off the camera. I want to show you how to stitch the details to each other. There is nothing complicated in this technique. I once heard someone saying that if you make too many seams in the interlining, it wouldn't be that warm. It's true. I'm stitching with a new needle. It's very strong. Next, I'll stitch the second detail at the back. I need to take the pins out. After that, I'll go to an ironing desk. There shouldn't be any pins in the details when you start ironing a garment. I'm ironing the seams. This is how they look like. Don't press them too hard. Anyway, it has to be done. I need to iron the back absolutely the same way. That's it. I can move back to the ironing desk to continue working. I pinned the center back to the center back. Next, I need to pin the front lining to the facing. I need to pin the details face to face. The width of the seam should be 1 cm. I remind you that we added 1 cm seam extensions to these details. Have a look at this round detail. Don't stretch it. Pin it accurately the way it is. I'm showing you everything very thoroughly. Next, I'll stitch the center back seam. Make sure that the lining details match. It's okay if the interlining is too short. We'll cut it anyway. The center back is ready. Next, we need to stitch the front lining to the facing. I recommend stitching from the facing side. It's more convenient to work this way. This is how the front looks like now. These seams should be ironed. I can do it now because they are too thick. I need to cut the extra pieces of interlining from the seams. Watch what I'm doing. When I finish cutting, the seams won't be that thick anymore. Don't be afraid of cutting the extra pieces. It's not hard to do it. I show you the most simple techniques. I don't want you to have any problems when sewing. I removed all the extra pieces of interfacing. Have a look at the seam. It's not thick anymore. The seam is very soft. Next, I need to do the same thing with the center back. I need to cut the extra pieces of interfacing from the both sides of the seam. This is the first one, and this is the second one. I can press the seam however I want, open or close. It's not going to be thick anyway. Let's go to the ironing desk. The seams are very soft and thin. I showed you all the needed sewing techniques. I showed you how to attach the lining to the facing. I'll stitch the center back seam next. The side and the shoulder seams should be stitched absolutely the same way. This is the center back. All the other seams will look absolutely the same. Have a look here. The seam is very soft. It doesn't matter which interfacing material you are going to use. The technique is the same. Have a look at the seam. There is no interfacing material here. I'm showing you everything so thoroughly for you not to have any questions and problems. There was no YouTube when I was learning to sew. I show you the most simple techniques. I had to change my clothes when working with the interlining. These are my clothes for work. I'll stitch the other details off the camera. Next time we'll continue working with this semi-coat. There are still some things which I want to show you. Do you like these tutorials on outer clothes? I do. That's all for today. Be different and beautiful. My name is Paukšte Irina. Subscribe to my channel, write comments, share videos, press the like and the bell buttons. I really need your support. Thank you. Goodbye.